Hello everyone and welcome to Twin Flame Tarot. So today we're doing the Two of Wands. This is a beautiful card. So we're going to look at the card together and then come back and talk about it in relation to the Twin Flame journey. The Two of Wands. What a powerful card. A card of manifestation. When you look at this card, what do you feel? Power. I feel power. This is somebody taking control of their life, and you can see that because he's holding something powerful in his hand and he's holding on to that wand, and that wand is support, and what he's holding in his hand is his power. He's holding in his hand the world. He's realizing in this card that he can have the world and he deserves it too. Wands are about fire and action, movement, change, making things happen. This can be a card when we're at a crossroads in our lives and we have decisions to make and we need to choose a certain path. And it's always the best path to take when we follow our heart and our intuition and we focus on our dreams. This is a message about trusting in the universe and setting those intentions and focusing on what we desire and not worrying about the how we're going to receive it or when it's going to happen, just knowing that we will. This is a card about being excited about that vision that we have of the future, looking into the future with our mind, looking forward, not back. And if we do look back, we bless the past, knowing it's creating our beautiful future. We're passionate about our goals and our dreams, and we understand that we hold the world in our hand. This is a card about growth and change, and knowing that what you focus on grows, that what you think about, you bring about. And when you create it in the mind, you can go there in the body. So the number 2 is always a message about the universe. It's a message about universal power, creation, and movement towards what we desire. The 2 is also about partnership and loyalty, having that vision, especially with the twin flame journey, knowing that, when we dream about it, we're creating it, holding that vision, sending that love, thinking about our dreams and our twin and everything manifesting. And even when we go through the mountains of our life where things seem challenging or hard, we go through struggles, we can reach our destination when we trust in heaven, we trust in love, we trust in this connection that comes from the heart. And the universe gives us that power. This is a card about fire, action, change, but it can also be connected with the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But again, in Aries energy, because it's an energy of action, and Aries move forward very powerfully. But also when I connect with this card, I connect with Sagittarius energy because they are the archer. Sagittarians focus. This is a card about focus, and Leo is about strength. So again, it's not pinpointing one particular fire sign. This is incorporating all of them to move ahead, to focus on your dreams. It's about grounding. Again, they just give me a lump in the throat. It's about overcoming things that we find hard to swallow, overcoming things that we've once struggled with, moving ahead. So the blue energy there is the emotion, the water, the feelings, reminding us to follow our heart and to go with the flow. And the green energy is the grounding, the heart chakra activation, the power. And the blue is also about communication too. And you can see there, he's standing on what seems to be a stone balcony. So you're also being reminded that what you build on stone survives. Because when we dream and our dreams are wishy-washy, we may know what we want, but we're iffing and ahhing about it. We're not sure how we're going to create it. We're creating a sand-filled vision, and that means sand can get washed away. When our intention is based on rock and stone and it's very solid in our mind, and we have unwavering faith about it, it builds and builds and builds. and our life gets better and better and better. And he's wearing that beautiful kind of cape there, reminding us that we are the magician. So the Two of Wands is also a card very highly connected with becoming the magician of your life, knowing that you are the creator of your reality, that you are God's creation, because you were created by him in his image, but you create things how you want them to be. God gave you free will for a reason, so you can set your intentions and ask for what you want and create your life the way you truly want it to be. And the ones there have got beautiful green leaves coming out of them because it's a symbol of fertility and growth and change, and knowing that when we have that support, we can create what we desire. We can make things happen, and we do have the support we need, and we're being guided. So I always see this particular card in this deck as he's holding in his hands the world. He's holding in his hands a ball of intention. And it's now up to him what he does with that ball. It's up to him. Is he going to hold on to it and worry about it and stress over it? Or is he going to let it go and send it out into the universe to come back fully manifest? And he's holding that one because he knows he is safe. And he knows he is secure because he's standing on stone. And stone is solid. And this is the foundation that's being built. And the arcana tell a story. And the minor arcana are the small things going on that create the big things in our life. And the arcana tell a story. And we know that we're moving towards something with the wands. We're moving towards something powerful. We're moving towards something magical. And that's why when we set our intentions, we create what we desire. That's the universal power. So this is a card that says, be excited about your dreams. Get excited about your plans. Get passionate about them. Because what you think about, you can bring about. When you go there in the mind, you go there in the body. What you focus on grows. And if you see this in the reverse position, or it comes up with the Hermit or any aspected cards where things may seem a bit stuck, we may not see a solution. We may not know how we're moving things forward. So I always see this as, a positive card because it's a card of power. But if it's aspected, with cards that are holding things back, it's a sign to let go. And the reason you know that is because he's holding on to that ball of intention, that crystal ball. And that's saying, let that go. Give that to the universe. You've created what you want now in your mind. You know what you desire. Now is the time to let it go out to be manifested. So a truly beautiful card about the future, what we're manifesting, and that all paths lead exactly where we're meant to be. So when this card comes up in a reading, there could be decisions to make, changes to occur, but it's all about having that vision of what we desire to move things ahead. Such a powerful, amazing card. What a beautiful card. I just love the Two of Wands. It's so powerful. Whenever this comes up in a reading, you know that there's powerful things happening. And, that ball that we spoke about there, which you could see as the world, it's his creation tool. It's his creation globe. And, any crystal ball, this is really what he's holding. So we don't have to see it to know it's there. They're giving me fear. So we release fear around what we can manifest. Because you hold the key to your dreams. And, you can create what you desire in your life when you believe. So imagine that in your hands right now. Imagine in your hands right now that you have this ball of creation. And you are creating it how you want it to be. And really, it's like holding a crystal ball. Even though you can't see it, it's always there. And we are creating. We are making things happen. We are setting our intentions from our thoughts and our vision into this ball of intention that we're being asked to release. And this is really what I'm feeling. So when this card is aspected positively, it's powerful. It means you are creating, especially if you start seeing the numbers 222, which is universal power, 777, connected with manifestation, eagles, Archangel Orion surrounding us, reminding us to create our dreams, and when we ask, it is given. And that when we make a choice, the whole universe conspires to make things happen. So we are letting go and trusting and having faith. Whereas if it comes up reversed or with aspected cards, we could be holding on too tightly, because we do that sometimes too. We want something so much, we stress over it too much. We worry about when it's going to manifest, how it's going to manifest. We try and work out all the details when we're being asked to give that to heaven and trust the universe to do it the right way. The universe knows the quickest, most powerful way to receiving our dreams. We can sometimes get in the way, and that's why we're asked to zoom out, to zoom back in. So the next time you're thinking and visualizing, maybe you're popping things in your creation box or popping them on your vision board, don't worry about the how. Just know it will. So the Two of Wands is really about taking action when you feel like you're at that crossroads. You may be at a crossroads in your life. That means you've got paths to take. You could go that way. You could go that way. You could choose that option or that option. What do? You follow your heart. You tap in with your dream and you say, what takes me closer to my dream? What takes me closer to my mission? What moves me closer to my purpose? To God, my angels? What moves me where I'm meant to be? And then you take the right path. And even if we go the long way round, the angels know where we're going. And so do we. It's in here. We get nudged in the right direction through signs, synchronicities, the way the angels show us the truth. And then we follow our heart to choose the next steps. So to choose the next steps on your journey, follow your heart. Your heart knows the way. Your heart is connected with your soul. It gives you power. So sometimes we may not know how we're going to manifest it. We just trust it will be manifested. And then the universe gives us the next steps to take. So a huge sign of big change here. The next steps to take, you just know. It comes into your mind. You're guided by the angels. You're trusting, you're having faith, you're believing. You're giving it to God. This is also a card about surrender. When we ask, it is given. And really the Three of Wands is about the progress from that. Having that unwavering faith. But we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So this is the vision. So really the Two of Wands is about vision. And the reason I put crossroads on this deck is because usually we're at that crossroads when we have a vision. We know what we want something, so we have to change something or do something a bit different. Or we may be thinking about something that changes the direction of our life. So when we follow our heart, it is given. So for the Divine Feminine, I am making decisions about my life. And that's exactly where we are here when we're thinking, processing, working things out. So it's not just the Divine Masculine that processes. The Divine Feminine does it too. We think about what we want. We make decisions about our life. We stay strong. And the Divine Masculine, I have a vision of what I want. So this is an action card because the Feminine is taking action to work out what she wants and where she's going. And the Masculine is having that vision, having that focus, that determination to make this happen. And whether you go there, in the real world or in your mind, it fires the same kind of chemicals in the brain that makes it happen. I spoke before about in The Secret by Rhonda Byrne in the film. They showed that they got these people to run a race in the mind. And they hooked them up to all the machines and they monitored the brain. And then they did the same thing with people who were actually running the physical race. And the same chemicals fired in the same order from the people who were visualizing it and the people who were running it. Now, isn't that pure power? The mind doesn't know the difference when we visualize it. And our imagination The way we create and think and visualize has power when we feel it. Because it's not just thinking about it that creates it, it's the feeling you get. This is a feeling universe. We are feeling beings. That's why we feel so much. We go through pain and we go through joy because we are feeling beings. We are energy feelers. So when we feel it, that creates it. And that's what's happening here. So feminists, you may be making decisions that are really taking place when you get this card, and your masculine may just have the vision of it, but they still both hold the same power in respect to this card because things are still happening and moving forward. And if you're visualizing something, that's why if I said to you right now, imagine that you're drinking hot coffee, or imagine that you are eating fresh bread, toasted fresh bread with layers of butter and jam, and you'd taste it, but not only that, you'd smell it. When we think of certain foods or smells, we smell them as if they're actually there. That's our senses. So we tap in with our senses when we are manifesting. We can smell it, taste it, touch it in our mind, go there in our mind, and that creates our reality. So this is also a card about working very closely with the law of attraction. That's why it's a fire energy, because fire is about action, passion, desire, hunger for something, wanting something, needing something, and making it happen. And there's a difference between desire and want and need, but they all literally mean the same thing, okay? Don't confuse yourself with labels, want, need, desire. We know what we want, and that's what we desire. Sometimes we get so focused on it, we go into lack and the fear of not having it now, which is why we use the word desire, because it creates a better feeling. But you are a powerful being. It doesn't matter if we use the word want or desire. You know your truth. You know this is the thing that you've been dreaming of, and that's what you deserve. So you're releasing all the fear around the when, the how, the if, how it's going to manifest, because you're learning to trust the universe and give it to God and surrender. And there's a difference between waiting for something and waiting for something. When we're waiting for something, we get impatient. We're looking at a clock. When's it going to come? We get angry. We get disappointed. When we're waiting, we are loving life. We are living life. We are grateful. We are trusting, we are in our power. And that's why there's always two ways of looking at anything. Potato, potato. Tomato, tomato. See it differently. For me, it's Celtic or Celtic. Where I come from in Stoke-on-Trent in the UK, we call it the Celtic cross. Other people call it the Celtic cross. Celtic or Celtic. Same word, it's how it's pronounced. It's how it's felt. So the angels are saying this to you. Never judge a book by its cover. Even if you can't see things happening in your masculine's world, it doesn't mean that they aren't changing. It doesn't mean that they aren't making things happen. It's happening behind the scenes. So this is a message to have faith in the vision, to have faith in the love, to have faith in the changes that you are dreaming of, and the synchronicities and the signs that are showing you your truth, because it's absolutely happening behind the scenes. So a great card of manifestation, power, and moving things ahead. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.